Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first ever. Yeah, I don't know why the sound wasn't working on that one. Welcome to the first ever Mushroom Gaming Undead Plague podcast. Because it's the first one ever, don't expect it to go smoothly. Just for the record. Yeah, the sound for the video wasn't working for some reason. Need to get this up. Which, of course, nothing ever wants to go according to plan, right? Chat, that's how that works. .1080p audio cast. There you go. There's the camera. There we go. So, wish we could have got DaVinci on the camera too. That would have been nice. And some Tigs. I feel like we do we need some background music? Is that what we need? Do we need background music for this? I know we don't really have a screen here. But we could always do this as a background. Dun, 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 dun. There it is. I'll do that. Oh, we don't really have. I'm always going to be talking because I talk a lot, Joe. All right. Let's go to this. But all right. So I'm gonna pull DaVinci up here. We'll start off with him. We'll learn about the man, the myth, and the legend himself, DaVinci of DaVinci Gaming. DaVinci, we got you. We got you in the background there. Your whole channel for everyone to see.
Yep, you guys hear me?
I could hear you. I'm sure they can. I would imagine. Can we get clarification on that, chat? Can we get clarification? And for whatever reason, I don't have a camera while I'm in here on this mode. Loud and clear. Beautiful. Beautiful. We got them. So, DaVinci, are you ready?
Sure, let's go.
Let's go. Heard one line. Yep. So, what do you do for work? We know you have a very interesting job that you do. So, we're curious to know about what you do.
Do a lot of things there. Got some restaurants that I oversee, got some properties that I oversee. Just keeps me a little bit busy. Kind of rehab some places, tear them down, build them back up, all that kind of stuff.
Well, there you go. That's pretty fun. It's good. So, you work from home a lot, though, right?
We've got a little bit of that action going on just with, especially with the last year. Everything kind of got transferred to some of that stuff.
Awesome. That's good. It helps your streaming career. So did you you started streaming on Twitch, I believe, right?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I probably should look that up for you, but it was quite some time ago. I think I kind of did a lot of Life is Feudal. That was kind of my go-to thing there for, I don't know, whenever that kind of came around, about 2014, 2015, something like that. So kind of did Twitch there was just like everybody else when you start out, very inconsistent, just here and there. And whenever I grab a minute, I like fired it up, and then whenever I didn't have a minute, you didn't see me for a couple days, and that's not really the way to go.
Right. Yeah, right. Did you still stream on Twitch now or did you move solely to YouTube?
There for a while, I tried the Restream.io and was doing that for a little while, but then I kind of decided that I had a thought process. I don't know if I'm right or wrong or whatever, but it seems to be kind of moving in that direction. Thought that there was probably two different types of algorithms, two different types of bases going on with the Twitch and the YouTube. Even though I primarily stream on YouTube, which is kind of difficult, but I think it's kind of moving in a little bit better direction. Um, I just I felt like I needed to make a break for myself just to, um, drop the Twitch. It's still out there, and I'll still go back to it once I kind of get YouTube a little bit better established and everything.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if you cross streamed or not. I know, like I said, that you started on Twitch. I wasn't sure if you made the move completely, but you have come a long way. And we started around the same time, I think, on YouTube, and you sure shot up there in subs. So you're doing something right. You're beating that algorithm somehow. I think you might have figured it out.
Well,
um, what what do you do for any kind of hobbies outside of streaming?
oh wow, same thing. Got a lot of things going. Um, but mostly my secondary business is as far as rehabbing the homes and everything, some residential real estate, different things like that. That's a good hobby. Gives me something to do. Keeps me learning something. I mean, I kind of started that, oh, I don't know, about 13, 14 years ago, and just kind of working out some things around my own home. But then I learned a little bit, and YouTube's a great how-to for just about everything.
Gotcha. All right. Next question. So I know when you first started streaming on YouTube anyway, you did use a camera. So why I know you joke around about it. So I'm curious to know why you don't anymore.
Yeah, my psychiatrist said it was best for the viewership.
Is that right? That's awesome. I love it. So your go-to is Life is Feudal. I used to play that game myself a long time ago too when it first came out, pretty big. Did you play on the MMO or were you just mainly on the your own servers?
I did both. I did the your own servers for a little while, and then the MMO came out. I was part of the did some of the alpha and beta stuff with that, and then it kind of went full blown. And just recently, it kind of went down, and I think it went down right before Valheim came out. So I think the whole base of Life is Feudal was looking for something, and it just so happened Valheim kind of came out about the same time. So I kind of switched over that. But I think, my own personal opinion, whether it be Twitch, YouTube, whatever, if you're streaming or something, that some kind of go-to game like that does help because it's got its own innate player base, and so you kind of get that as a, especially when you're starting out, you get a crutch that you can kind of rely on, just like, hey, I'm doing this, and hey, I'm doing that, and it gives you something kind of talk and fill the void rather than just play a game and have a lot of dead air. But eventually you kind of gotta branch out and do some other stuff just to kind of get more interest from all different directions, and that's kind of where I'm at right now with everything with YouTube. Just hitting a whole lot of things and hitting a shotgun against the wall, seeing what sticks.
Right. Well, yeah, I did see that you were doing that A to Z. Did you actually make it all the way through that, or did you stop at some point and kind of just branch off, or where did you stop? Did you finish it
Yeah,
ever?
well, I was somewhere around M and N, and that's where I'm at right now. And yeah, still doing those, but I'm actually saving those up for some video recordings. So those will be coming out in about half-hour segments, just a normal YouTube format, just on a video, and I'm gonna push those out here real soon, on a basis. And then once I get through the whole alphabet A through Z, basically going through my Steam list, going straight up and down, or I guess straight down, and hopefully I don't go down with it. But anyway, uh, then I'll just start back over again. Now, obviously, there are some games, or a lot of games on particular letters and everything, so I may have to skip them once I get to maybe the third go around or something. But it kind of gives me, you know, we all have a list, our Steam list, or the I don't know, the Epic Game list, or wherever you're getting your games from. We all have that list of stuff that we get something and it's on sale, and we're like, yeah, let's get that. I really want it, and then we just never get around to playing it. So kind of forces me to do some stuff, and also gets some interest out there from other people.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the variety is definitely a good thing, but like you said, you always need to have that one game that you want to kind of go back to and rely on, just in case you, like you said, like a crutch, essentially, which apparently was Life is Feudal for you and Valheim for a little bit, but you need to get back on there probably at some point. Uh, yeah, I've noticed your niche seems to be more story based games. Is that what you feel about the? You agree with that statement, or what is your favorite genre of game that you play?
Yeah, I mean, I really like some survival crafting and everything. I like a wide variety of things. I actually really like, a lot of RTS and some builders and things like that, but I just really haven't done a lot of those on the channel. But when I first designed this channel and I thought about what I was going to do and everything, my first thought was to kind of do kind of a dual stream approach and do some survival crafting, something where there's basically no end game, and you just get on there and you just have fun until you just get bored with it, and then flip over to another game, maybe a month or two later. And then the second game was going to be a story based thing, something that definitely has a sharp endpoint where you do it for, I don't know, 10, 20 hours, however long the story goes, and then you're done. And then you move on to another one. That was what I was thinking of doing, and those would kind of overlap. But obviously, my channel's taken a slightly different direction, but I still kind of have a little bit of that underlying.
Right. Yeah, I did enjoy the Detroit series quite a bit. That was a good series. Outside of Valheim, which I know obviously was a very popular game amongst everybody, pretty much. What would you consider? Probably since 2021 started. What is your other, I don't know, top two games outside of Valheim itself that you actually really enjoyed?
Wow. Well, you kind of brought that up. I mean, I've really gotten involved with the story games, and actually, this is a first for me because I've done some of those survival crafting things, and you get to the end game stuff, but I've never really completed a game. And there's probably a lot of people out there like that. Um, you get through certain things and everything, and you just, you move on to the next shiny thing. But yeah, with Detroit, that was one of the first games I completed. Working on Control right now. We did Heavy Rain. That was a pretty fun game as far as the storylines go. Just a lot of those things. You know, it's just kind of hard to put it into words, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot more good games that come out and everything. I'm excited about a couple of games, upcoming and everything. But you'll see a couple of those games pop out in the channel this week because there's going to be a couple of new games pop out. But you know, I don't see. Everybody kind of jumped into that cyberpunk and yeah, I want to play it, but then I'm a cheapskate, and so I really don't like jumping in at the $60 price point on things.
No,
So I
I
think
yeah, I agree there.
I think that's where Valheim did such a great job because they hit the right price point at the right time. People were just like, all the people, all the hype there with Cyberpunk. So you get all the people that they'd either spent the money on it and they kind of jumped into it, and then they're like, man, this isn't really as great as I thought it was going to be because it had some glitches. And then the other people that just saw the price and they're just like, man, I don't want to spend that on a game right now.
Yeah, yeah. $60 is a lot of money to spend on a game, and I remember those days when I was a console guy. PlayStation 2 and all that stuff. Every single game that came out brand new was always what, $60, 59.99, I think. It's never a fun time, and then you go to trade it back in and you get $4 for it. It's like, what the heck? So yeah, what is one of the last chat? You guys could start writing in your own questions at this point because I'm gonna start finishing up here with Da Vinci and let it go to you. What is one of the games that you are most excited about that's coming out here, in the next 6 months, essentially, like your most hyped game, basically?
Wow, there's a lot. I know that we're talking a little bit in the circles about the Black Desert. There's another one that is based off of that called Crimson Desert. I think that one looks really good, and I think if they've used which I'm sure they have, used Black Desert as a testing ground for that, and it becomes even better and better, then that's good. Also, the Amazon game of New World. Was really excited about that coming out in the spring. Actually, kind of last fall, I think, originally, but then it got pushed back, and then now it's been pushed back again. And I think that one has the potential to be something pretty special, also.
That's actually, I do agree with you on that. New World is actually a game I was pretty amped up for when I think it came out about a year ago. It was in that testing phase where people were able to play it and put some content out there for it.
Yeah, I was
Um,
able to test that, but the unfortunate thing is that they wouldn't let you stream it until I don't know, it's like the second beta test or something like that. Then we
uh,
were finally able to stream it just a little bit.
Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, that game looked really good. From what I gather, unless you know something that I don't, I believe August is when that's supposed to actually release.
Yep.
So in a couple months, we should be able to play that. But yes, I'm very pumped for that game, and that's actually probably the next MMO that, besides the one that we're going to be playing as a group, kind of jumping into, which I would love to play as a group also. You know, I think New World is going to be pretty huge, and one thing don't have to worry about Amazon is they got the money to back it, so it's not going to go anywhere. um, we're gonna go into a little speed round, Da Vinci. All right, you got to be quick with this, and first thing that pops in your head. Okay?
3.
No, 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 not three. I didn't ask a question yet. All right, so we're gonna go with favorite song.
Oh
That's not quick.
man.
This is a speed round, Da Vinci.
Oh man, I'm gonna show my age here. Jeez.
Hey,
Rockin' Chair.
Rocket
And
Chair.
none of you know that. Yeah, it's a great song back in the
But I'm
day.
sure a lot of people in chat, including myself, are gonna look this up after this, this is over.
Yeah, actually, Rockin' Chair, and you got to do the Roy Eldridge version,
Okay, got it. Movie,
Casablanca.
band.
Band.
Yeah, like group, artist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine. No, I gave mine up.
Oh, you had a band?
Yeah,
Oh, we didn't know that.
yeah.
Your
No,
favorite? Oh,
my local band is the favorite was called Jiff and the Choosy Mothers, and as far as far as everything else, yeah, Metallica's good.
okay, there we go. uh, Favorite streamer that was kind of like a inspiration to get into streaming.
Oh man, Rad Brad.
Rad Brad. All right. Favorite food? Go to food.
Oh, Veal Parmesan.
There you go. Favorite drink?
Ooh, Drambuie.
The hell is that?
Hmm. You'll have to look that up
It
or go
sounds
get
like
it.
yeah.
It might be over your head though because it's on the top.
Oh, yeah, it's on the top. I'm short, man. I got that oh, corruptor nose. There you go. Um, Last question would be if you were an animal, what would it be and why?
Oh my gosh. These are the questions I ask people in interviews. And then my last favorite question to ask them is now we've been sitting here for 4 hours. What's that person to the right of you wearing without looking? You know, and then they like bomb that one all the way. But no. No, 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 no. Yeah. No, I like dogs. Like dogs. Love my dog. A little bitty dog. Kind of a mix of everything, but yeah. They're
Gotcha.
just yeah, they're just nice. They can be in between because of the wolf background. They can be somewhere in between soft, cuddly and everything or ferocious.
There you go. Okay. Um, any questions from chat out there? I know Joe's got to have something. Joe probably wants to know if you're wearing clothes right now, Da Vinci, or are you sus?
No, no, no. Of course I'm wearing clothes, man. It's like 112 degrees Celsius out here, so I'm wearing flannel underwear.
There you go. Just for Linda and suspenders.
Yeah, suspenders. Forgot about that.
Yeah, you gotta have to have the suspenders. Geez, half sus. There you go. Um, we're gonna do a little something fun here real quick before I let you go. Oh wait, we do have a question from some from Ryan here. Of the so-called cheaper games, which one or two was the most unexpected, greatest games you played? It's actually a
Oh
good question.
wow. Yeah, that's a great one.
Diamond in the
Well,
rough.
yeah, as I get a lot of free stuff. I get a lot of cheap games. I mean, different ways and avenues. The Amazon games, which goes through Twitch and all that, are it was somehow related with Twitch. Now it's kind of Amazon itself. Um, the Fanatical game bundles, those are good, and then also the Epic Games get passing out free games every month. The PlayStation passing out free games. I don't do the Xbox Pass. Sorry. Um, but I do have all the consoles. But anyway, as far as the games, that that one about the dementia was pretty amazing. Um, I can't remember the name of that off my head, but yeah, that one was pretty good. That I just played that about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Which game was that? I'm trying to think what game that was.
Yeah, before I forget, that was the name of it. It was about an old lady with dementia, and she would pick up pictures and try to remember her past and everything. And then at the end, she finally remembered, and she remembered that I can't break it to you. You got to watch it.
You gotta watch it. Gotcha. Looks like we got another question from Joe. That's actually a good one too. What game do you not want to play again?
Wow. I enjoy every game, honestly. And I find a way to look at games, especially when I'm just testing them out for a half hour or something. I find a way to find something useful and fun in every game. Man, I think the ones kind of as a general rule, the ones that it doesn't matter if it's got a tutorial or not, but when it's difficult to figure out where you're going, like if it's not an open world and it's you got to go a particular direction and you can't figure out which direction it's going, those get to be very, very frustrating very fast.
I do agree there. Gonna do quick giveaway here. 5 minutes on the timer. Anybody wants to jump in there? And we got a question from Barbsy. Do you enjoy free web online games for community streams or prefer solo plays?
Um, as far as the web-based games, I really haven't done a lot of those. I've done a couple of those, but I don't know. I just really haven't gotten into those a lot. If you're talking about, the ones that, are highly advertised and, you see them a lot on phones and stuff like that. But as far as the solo versus community, I enjoy both. I enjoy both. And I'm really working on my community and working on the undead community. We're just trying to grow some things here and anything we can do to kind of, do that along. But I'm saw a game here recently. I can't remember the name of it. I got to pull that up. I'll pop that into our Discord. But it looks really fun. It's kind of like the look and feel of Among Us, kind of cartoonish and everything. But then you're going around and it's real quick rounds and everything. And you go around and you're like kind of fighting with each other. But then the terrain around you, the buildings around you are falling. So you got to not only keep your balance, but also fight the other people.
Gotcha. Let's see here. Since doing mainly YouTube only, do you miss Twitch and the people there?
Yeah, actually, and I don't know if it's because of that community. Like I said, the what life is feudal base or something. But yeah, I mean, there's some people that haven't, fully followed me over or whatever. But hey, you know what? That's fine. They're there, and that particular game's there, and there's going to be another game that replaces it if it doesn't come back. But I don't think it's going to come back. I think it's where it is. There's certain games that just kind of get to a certain point and they just kind of fizzle.
Rhythm. Do you enjoy rhythm games? I'm not sure I really understand that question, but I'll let Da Vinci see if he does.
Um, hmm, a rhythm game.
Also, have you tried Friday Night Funkin'? Funkin'?
No, no, I haven't ever heard of that one either.
Canadians. Music. Oh, okay. Like he's talking about like Guitar Hero and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. No, I mean my kids kind of enjoyed that stuff. I mean, I played along with them a little bit, back in the, when I was doing some consoles, whether it be Xbox or whatever. But no, I really don't do those on my own. That's kind of like when somebody else kind of says, "Hey, let's do this."
Let me see. What is this one? Ryan asked, since you say it more than not, is what the frick your actual tagline, or do I have to force you to make it so?
Yeah, actually, that does need to be my tagline because we got to think about the future, and that future is I don't know. I thought it was like a year away, but that future might be coming up faster than that. And I'm not trying to say anything, but I'd hate to like have to go back through every one of my videos and like, delete out like a third of my content. So I gotta like start watching that stuff.
What the frick? You got a bunch of little taglines in there. You got to figure out which one's yours, I guess. Now let's take a little break here and do something a little fun. You have the stream pulled up, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay, so we're gonna switch back to see what stinks is I don't have unless I could copy this. Well, let me copy it. I don't know if I'm gonna screw up my whole stream here.
Oh, that's all right. I'm really good at that.
Let me see. Yep, I'm gonna add a new source. Because I don't have my cam on my live displays source here. Display capture, is that what that's under? I don't remember. No, it's primary.
Yeah, guys, make sure you're jumping in that raffle, man. That table manners, that looks like a real fun game there. Trying to date somebody and like, throw a bottle at them at the same time.
Whoa! That's me big. We don't want me that big. Took up the whole screen for a second. All right. So we're gonna do a little Google feud here. Have you ever played this before, Da Vinci?
No.
So what it is you're familiar with Family Feud, naturally.
Sure.
There's top 10 answers on the board, and this is basically what people search. So the question is, what happens if you touch a blank, and you have to fill that in?
Man, I'm going to get you demonetized before you even get monetized.
Let's see what you got.
That's what I said. I got to start getting used to what the frick.
Yeah, yeah, I do it now and then too, but Well, we could do this together. This isn't necessarily just a you thing. We could try to come up with this together. Go back and forth. I don't know. That's how Family Feud works. So, what happens if you touch a blank?
Frog.
You think that's up there?
No.
Yeah, it was on there. That was number 9.
Was it really? Wow.
That's why this is funny. So I'm looking at chat too. We can do this with chat too. So we got we'll go with Linda says electric fence.
Ooh, good one.
Nah, that's an X. A woman. A woman? You go to jail. That's what happens when you touch a woman. Nah.
Oh, I would have thought that would have been up there.
Yeah, I would have thought it would have been up there too. What happens if you touch a blank? Huh. I don't even know. Do you have anything else, Da Vinci? Because I got nothing.
Match.
A match. Nope. Well, we stink. Yeah, let's try one more. Oh God! Look at the question. That's terrible.
Oh, so frog was actually up there at the top, a poison dart frog.
That is crazy. How does Google autocomplete this? Can I appreciate the sub? Can I eat my blank?
Hair.
That's probably up there. What? Can I eat?
Oh
Can I eat
man.
my? I'm gonna go with. Yeah, I was gonna go. I
Oh
was gonna go with what Joe said too. I was gonna go with that. Yeah, boogers is up there all day.
oh, Gears. Gears has got it.
Tide Pods?
I bet that's up there.
No, I think this is stuff that's on your actual body. Can I eat my shorts? Yeah, that's got to be
Oh,
up there.
nails. Nails.
That
Fingernails,
wasn't up there.
toenails.
Holy crap! Look at the top 10. Placenta. Well, that's up there. Yeah, I mean that's actually real. Crocs, aloe plant, chia pet, potatoes that have sprouted. Can I eat my baby? Is the top answer.
Wow.
What is wrong with people on Google? Oh my god. Let's do one more. We're gonna go with culture. The windy blank. Obviously, city, right?
City. Yeah.
Okay, so that's number one.
Yeah, that's too easy.
Um, the
Wow.
windy.
Wow, 100. Does that mean there's no other answers?
No, no, there's still nine more. I think it's Google. It should stay away from it. Use DuckDuckGo instead. The windy tunnel.
Ooh.
No, the windy what? I'm a chat. The windy what? The only thing I got was city. I don't have any other. What? I have nothing else. The windy window. Planes. Planes, maybe. No.
Pants. Pants. The windy pants.
It's the windy. The windy day. The windy day was up there. Barbsy. Must be a, okay. The windy baby. Why? Just because
Storm. Sure.
storm. No. The windy baby. Why is the windy baby up there? What the hell does
That's
that?
odd.
What is it with babies? Okay, we're done with this game. There's some creepy stuff going on. I think the giveaway ended, didn't it? Let me see here. So Tiggs was supposed to join us. I don't know if he's actually alive. He had a late night last night. Congrats, Joe, on the game.
Awesome.
Send
Good job,
me
Joe.
send me a DM for that one. And then I'm gonna do one more giveaway here. Streamlabs. Edit. Up. Up. Okay, we're gonna do Narcos: The Rise of the Cartels.
Oh, another good game.
I'm trying to hit some good ones here. I don't know where Stormy Cat is. Where do streamers get their free keys from? There you go. There's a good question, Da Vinci. Where do streamers get their free keys from?
Ooh, wow, man. I have to kill you with a spoon. No. No. Yeah, there's a lot of different areas. I mean, a lot of times we pick them up from all different areas. From like I mentioned earlier, you got Humble, you got Fanatical, you got Amazon, you got Epic. A lot of places that we get games, and if they're not particularly attached to an account, then we're able to kind of give those away.
Yeah, see me on the other hand with the keys, the way I get them is either A, I will speak to developers now and then and kind of drop them a line. It's a little harder to do that because we're small time for now. So a lot of times they look and they'll see that you only have, X amount of subs, and they don't want to give out free stuff to, people that aren't really going to benefit them and give them exposure, because that's the reason why they give out the keys. Other than that, I buy a lot of them on when they're on sale and pick up keys that way, and pretty much the money that I make from donations and things like that goes back into my channel essentially. So that's where that pretty much comes from me. Using the name Da Vinci, has it caused some pressure to live up to a great historical figure?
No, because I start every stream off with the fact that no, I'm going to crash and burn real fast. Just deal with it.
Yeah, he's also good at killing people. I know that.
Yeah, good at killing myself better than anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, my other tagline is famous streamer's last words: "You are dead."
You are dead. Yeah, exactly. There you go. So Corruptor said he'll join in here in a little bit. He said he needs a little bit of time. Trying to think anybody else out there want to jump in since we lost Tiggs and Doug's not home yet. Trying to kill some time in between here. What do people do that usually have like they have a studio full of producers and stuff that help them out and get other people lined up. In case somebody cancels last minute. What am I supposed to fill in with? Dance? You want me to dance? I'll dance. I'll do it. Da-da-da-da-da. We got Joe. Da Vinci historically reminds me of the jack of all trades, which is the current sense is the master of none.
Oh, yeah.
We could bring Yeah, Barbsy could. Yeah, we're pulling Barbsy up here. Me and Da Vinci are gonna co-interview Barbsy. No pressure.
Yeah, good. Because last time I danced, there was a whole lot of old ladies in the crowd, and they started tipping nickels, and yeah, they asked for change back.
Barbsy, hello.
Hello. How are we?
We're great. We're great.
That was a good interview, Da Vinci.
Yeah, thanks, man. Now he's just warming up for you.
That was just warm. Well, I didn't really.
It's only
I didn't.
7 degrees here.
Yeah, I really didn't have a whole lot of things prepared for Barbsy because this is kind of spur of the moment kind of stuff here. So I'm gonna kind of wing it. Are you ready, Barbsy?
You wing it every day, so yeah, I'm ready.
I mean, I pretty much do. You're right. You are absolutely correct. I wing it every day. That's what I do. I had a book of notes here. Look, see, book of notes. As soon as the camera updates. So you live in the bush, correct?
Correct.
Why are you laughing?
Well, it's a pretty broad term. Like
Well-
90% of Australia is bush, so yeah.
Okay, I got you. Well, you live in Australia. Besides kangaroos and really giant ass spiders, what what else can you tell us about Australia that we don't know, or may not know?
About Australia, you don't know. Wow. I guess everything you read online or hear Americans tell us about Australia is all wrong. Like, yeah. Nothing you Google about Australia is real. It's all just hyped up. Like, our animals and stuff aren't that bad. There's spiders all around me. They sleep behind my curtains. They don't really bother me.
What you said, spiders?
Yeah.
So you're like one with the spiders.
Oh, to be in Australia, you kind of have to be, yeah.
Wow.
There's a couple of nasty ones, but so in my vineyard, I have about 10 different spiders that sort of protect my vineyard from all the bugs and stuff. They're pretty creepy, but yeah, they're nice and friendly as well.
Wow. Oh man, I feel like Linda's probably crawling in her skin right now. Why is it always spiders? That quote.
I get
hate-
probably. I mean, you already know this, but shark attacks. Yeah, we have the most amount of shark attacks in Australia than anywhere in the world. So that's probably
Is
the
that?
biggest one.
Do you think that's because you have more people that surf and go into the water there than we do in America, or just
No, it's their breeding ground. We have
ah,
two breeding grounds, one up north and one down south for the great whites. So we get the biggest great whites around here.
gotcha.
Pretty much
Um,
travel from South America, South Africa, and stuff over to here. Yeah.
so obviously most of chat and myself have probably seen that video of the man boxing a kangaroo.
Yeah.
Um, the if you squared up with a kangaroo, who would win?
The kangaroo.
The kangaroo, really? Okay.
Yeah, they balance on their tails and then smash you in the stomach with their leg claws. So they can basically just cut your stomach open pretty easily.
Wow.
I would never go up against one. I think the only reason that guy was fighting that was to protect his dog. So he had a hunting dog. They weren't hunting for kangaroos. They were probably hunting for boars or pigs or something. And the kangaroos lead the dogs into the water and then stand on them to drown them. So you never want your dog chasing a kangaroo.
Right. Are
So
kangaroos like primarily friendly though, or are they like
yeah,
stay away from them, like run? They're not
no,
gonna.
that they'll run away from you. They'll
Oh, okay.
typically always run away from you. But yeah, it that video is a classic video. It's
Gotcha.
I
Gotcha.
guess if they've got some joeys or babies hanging around, they're going to protect them. And then if you're protecting your dog at the same time, you're going to get into an altercation. Yeah.
All right. So you obviously we know you have your you've been putting your cell phone out there and doing that stream thing, which is awesome. Obviously people enjoy it, seeing Australia, the kangaroos, the wildlife. Me, you know what I like, hearing the water fountain go on and stuff like that. Do you intend on ever getting into actually like streaming games, or not something you're interested in doing, or what are you interested in doing?
I gave up gaming for a couple of years. I was very addicted to Satisfactory and Factorio and kind of wasted all my days away. Which is more, I try to get into the bush more now. But basically, Australia's internet is so poor that it's very hard to stream. Like my biggest upload is probably max 3 megabytes, download 19. So streaming probably isn't the best option to create a quality streamer. Yeah. But Blitz, yes, people always hit kangaroos with their cars and they break your cars. They're like, yeah, they're so strong.
Oh wow.
Constantly, yeah.
Oh, we got a Da Vinci. You're still there, Da
Yeah.
Vinci. Oh, hey, there's another question out there for you. From Ryan. What is one thing that you would like to see in a game?
Wow. It depends on what game. I mean, every game has a lot of different things, and I don't know. Um, what I like to see in a game is just something where the motion is good and the story is good, and you can kind of just basically enjoy it and relax it, just like watching a movie. It doesn't matter what it is, but the enjoyment that you get out of uh, watching a movie, taking a walk, whatever it is that you enjoy in life, if you can get that same thing out of a game, then you're on the right track for whatever it is that you personally enjoy.
And there you have it. Da Vinci's all about quality of life. Um, Barbsy,
Yo.
Do you like the saying, put another shrimp on the Barbsy?
I freaking love it.
Okay. Had to
Did
ask.
you or Ma make that one up? I think it was Ma. Was it you?
I think it was Mar. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it was Mar that came up with that.
Yeah, no, I do. I love it. I've never heard it before, but it makes so much sense. It's easy to say too. So yeah, let's stick with it.
Bill has a question for you. Do crocs, roo, birds, and dingoes taste good?
Chickens taste good. Yeah. Crocs. I've never had croc. Some people eat it. Roos are mostly used for dog food. A lot of pet shops have roo meat for dogs and stuff, but I don't know anyone that actually eats it.
I can attest to. I've had. I mean, I would assume croc probably tastes the same as alligator. I've had alligator. That's actually something that Florida has quite a bit of naturally. Is alligators, and it tastes like. If you've never had it before, alligator tastes like a cross between chicken and seafood. And it's gator tail is what it is. They're like gator nuggets, gator taters, whatever you want to call them. It's not bad. It's something I wouldn't eat on a daily basis, but it's all right. Something to try. Bill
Are you
also.
saying all seafood tastes the same? Or
Who said that?
me?
Oh, you think seafood tastes the same?
No. Are you saying that all seafood tastes the same?
No,
Like
no, no.
chicken's very.
No, I meant I meant that alligator has like that seafoody taste. Like if you know what I mean, because it's in the water. It's not like chicken. I don't know how to explain it. Um, what's with Marmite? Does it really taste good? I don't even know what that is, so I'm assuming that's a question for the Aussie.
I think Marmite was created. Well, we have Vegemite, which is basically just made out of yeast. I'm pretty sure Marmite's the same. There was something with the Australia was bought out and we didn't own Vegemite anymore, so that we created our own version that was made in Australia. So I'm guessing it's exactly the same as Vegemite. And
Um,
yeah, I like it. But yes, you got to spread it properly. So,
this might be a question for all three of us. I mean, Maddie's asking. I don't know if the question's for me, but we're gonna ask it to all three of us. How many beers can you drink before you pass out?
The only
ooh.
proper answer is you tell the waitress to bring you a pitcher every 7 minutes till somebody passes out, and then it's every 10 minutes thereafter.
If somebody, where is that from? That's from a movie or something, isn't it? Wolf on Wall
Yeah,
Street.
yeah. Life is a movie.
Life is a movie.
I've honestly never passed out from drinking alcohol. Our normal beers are only 4.5%, and I can drink quite a lot of them. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a. I've never. I've gotten drunk off a beer before, but I'm more of a liquor kind of guy. And even when I drink a lot of liquor, I'd never get to the point of really passing out, and I've never gotten to the point where I didn't remember what happened either. Um, I mean, there was this one time, but I can't talk about that on stream. I
But
didn't.
yeah, Gears and Gaming, yes, it is mandatory voting. As soon as
Mandatory
you're
voting.
18, they actually sign you up when you're in grade 12 of high school. So just before you do high school, they trick you into the voting system by adding it to your insurance. And yeah, definitely mandatory. You get fined. I've been fined a couple of times for not voting.
Wow.
I'm a cherry liquor kind of guy, apparently, according to Joe. All right, Barbsy, before we get sidetracked, we got to do the speed round with you, too. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You're younger than Da Vinci, so I'm assuming you'll do this quicker.
What?
Are you ready?
You don't even know how old I am yet. Anyway,
I know you're not Da Vinci's age.
okay.
No offense, Da Vinci. Favorite song?
Damn it, Blink-182.
Movie?
Two
Yes.
Hands. Heath Ledger's first movie.
Okay. Favorite band?
It's Blink-182.
You're just a Blink-182 guy all over the place. Okay.
Yeah, they're so simple, so punk rocky. I mean, I listen to a whole bunch of other stuff too. Into a
Gotcha.
lot of stoner rock at the moment, but yeah.
I'm not going to ask you who your favorite streamer is because I'm going to answer it for you. Mushroom Gaming. Who's your favorite streamer?
Honestly, probably you. Yeah, this whole community has opened my eyes up to proper streaming that engages people and doesn't just take the piss. So, yeah.
I like that. That's awesome. Totally. You already.
You and Ma, I love watching Ma. Ma streams are pretty classic. He often deletes them afterwards, but yeah,
I think he deletes them afterwards because he.
because we
plays-
have so much fun on there. Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, maybe some of that, or I don't know what, but maybe music because I know he plays some copyrights, and that's an easy way to get around it instead of like it takes forever to trim a segment off of one of your videos. So a lot of times I even done the same thing when I've had a community stream or something, and I'm like, well, yeah, I got copyright infringement all over the place. I'm just gonna delete the whole damn thing. Delete.
Yeah, I think I did that with my first stream or two of Wreckfest. I just like, whoops.
Yeah, because trimming it out and muting it is pretty much pointless. Favorite food?
Chicken Parmigiana.
Oh, you guys both.
Very similar to Da Vinci, but I think he chose veal. I've never had a veal. What do you call it?
Yeah. Veal, it's like taking a small animal, like a baby animal. You lock it in a closet for like the first 3 years of its life.
But yeah, no, Australia loves their chicken parmies. I refuse to go to a pub that doesn't serve pints or a parmy.
It's veal parmesan. Veal is, I might be wrong here. That's lamb, right?
No, it's like I said, it's basically an animal that you can just kind of be extra tender with. Well, that came out wrong.
Oh, veal is young cow. Okay, yeah, that's okay. Got it. Favorite drink?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Foster's.
No, Mountain Goat Steam Ale, organic.
Oh, is that like a local craft brew?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And if you were an animal, what would it be and why?
An eagle.
I like that.
Yeah, we have wedge-tail eagles over here. They're massive, powerful. Just you don't want to fuck with them. So, sorry for swearing.
That's $1.
Yeah.
Where's the jar? Where's the swear jar, Linda? We need a swear jar.
That's another thing about Australians. I think we swear more than anyone else.
I got a pretty bad potty mouth. I don't know how. I just have good control on it when it comes to like streaming, for the most part.
Foster's, no, it's definitely not Foster's. That I think we still make it, but you can't even really. You got to go like the back of a shelf or something to get it. We just export it to the rest of the world.
Ryan, I'm gonna save that question for when I get Krupter up here, because we can throw that one at him too. There's a bucket. Why is there a bucket? Oh, that's the tip bucket. Got it. Do I have any more questions for Barbsy himself?
Matty's got a couple opinion on ESP guitars. Yeah, I like them. My brother was sponsored by him for a while when he had his band, so he liked them too. The style, the look of them, the feel. Yeah, if you're playing metal, definitely.
All right, Corruptor, are you is Corruptor ready?
Wait.
What?
Why do you call flip-flop thongs? Just think about it. Gears in gaming. What happens when you're wearing thongs and you're walking along the ground? They flip and they flop. Yeah? It's like flip, flop, flip, flop. Pretty simple. Anyway, there you go.
Well, wait. I do have a couple questions. I'm not actually sure on this, but I know there is in America, even depending on location, there's a couple things that we call different depending on what state you're in. So, what do you call? Actually, this is a question for all three of you since Corruptor's here. What do you call the colorful things that you put on ice cream?
Wrinkles?
Yeah, sprinkles, man.
Okay. See, some people in like Western Pennsylvania, they call them jimmies.
Yep, they're Jimmy's.
Oh yeah, that's right. They do that on the East Coast.
Yeah, so Jimmy's a condom in Australia.
No, Jimmy is. There's a couple things that Jimmy could be here. Could be your Jimmy and your pants. Could be a couple other things. Hot dogs.
This is when I get on this thing. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
certain neighborhoods. Yeah, in certain neighborhoods, it's a key for a car.
What about What about the shoes that you wear to run in or like play basketball or something like that? What do you call them?
Stuff I don't buy.
Air
Shoes.
Jordans?
No, well, not that's too specific. Like, I call them sneakers.
You don't play sport in sneakers? What?
What do you mean? It's the same thing. Basketball shoes or sneakers is the same thing.
Yeah, okay. So we call sneakers like they don't have the ankle support.
Yeah, more like
You need
Oh wow.
Code Da Vinci.
more like high tops.
I mean, I rolled a
Yeah.
lot of ankles in my day. I can tell you that.
Are you wearing the wrong shoes playing sports then?
Well, no, I had the ankle supports. I still roll them. You still roll them. That's what you do when you play basketball. I rolled so many ankles. And let's go here. We'll jump over to Corruptor. We'll give Corruptor the limelight.
Yay.
Peace out.
So, first question is, have you seen the lunch lady lately?
No, not since last week. Me and her have, we've had enough time together. We're good.
I love watching him stream that game. If Chad, if you haven't watched Corruptor play Lunch Lady, you gotta watch it. It's hilarious. It's like him, and it's like the best game ever.
I'll be back, but I'm hoping for more maps soon. So
Yeah, I'm sure they'll add some more. So what do you? How long have you been into streaming?
actually streaming, like 2.5, 3 months, something like that.
Oh, so you actually started around the same time as I did. Okay, cool.
Order, yeah. I've had this account forever, and I've had it. It's done other stuff. Like I used to own a farm, and it had farm videos, and I did car videos and all kinds of shit on it just for fun. And this is the only time I actually tried to do something with it. So
Gotcha. What else do we got here? So what are give us 3 things, because obviously you haven't really been around my community enough for me to know like specific stuff I could ask you. So give me 3 things about Corruptor that I probably don't know and what chat doesn't know. Like 3 things about you, like hobbies, could be hobbies, career, anything like that.
well, most people don't know much about Corruptor when it comes to that. But I very recently owned a couple businesses that I had to walk away from. So I'm sort of in the middle of doing nothing right this second.
Okay.
That's one thing. Yeah. I'm in the middle of getting divorced, so that's always fun. Um,
Is it like a good divorce though, or like when you were upset?
it's a good. It's never a good divorce in my opinion, but it's an amicable divorce.
Okay, well that's good. I mean, so there was a celebration afterwards.
Ah,
I
I
don't.
don't
All right.
celebrate anything.
I'm curious about his answer there where he said it's never a good divorce. Does that mean there's been multiple?
No, no. I guess there are good divorces. Let me take that back. In my situation, okay. So I'm high functioning autistic. So I kind of see it as my brain thinks I failed something. So I'm not ending it. So that's why I say it's not a good divorce. Only because there is no good divorce because my brain won't let there be one because you're failing at something.
Right.
It's illogical. It's illogical, but it's logical to my brain. So that's
Increase the volume on Corruptor a little bit. Okay.
we could talk about something else though.
No, I got you. We can talk about something else. He's like, let's get off this subject. Um,
Gaming wise would be cool. I like games.
you like games? Yeah, absolutely. I think we all. I think that's why we're here. We all like
Another
games.
Okay, if you don't know, 97% of everything I say is often for the laugh or sarcasm. So if I say something in your chat and it doesn't make a lot of sense, just laugh at it.
Yeah, I kind of do the same thing. A lot of people's chats I go into, I pretty much just I say stuff for the laughs. A lot of times people
So
don't get my humor though.
yeah. So for instance, I know you don't shoot spiders in Australia, and I know I really wouldn't want to go fight a kangaroo, but it is hilarious to ask Barbsy that in his chat. That's all.
C always wants to shoot the bloody birds too.
With
I want to hunt everything there.
yeah, no, that would be fun. I got for the record, Linda's been collecting a lot of the questions and has them in my DM, and I'm gonna get back to him and circle back once I'm done asking the questions that I want to ask Corruptor, and then we'll kind of go around the horn again with all that stuff. I'm not purposely ignoring what the chat is asking.
Chat.
So game wise, what are your favorite like genres that you play? Like, do you like strategy type games, horror games? I see you do like a lot of horror games and get the crap scared out of you.
So I've been playing games since like 82, 83, and it just depends on when. Like right this second, I'm playing a lot of horror and scary games and stuff. I always like to shoot things though. So I always play shooting games. I mean, even Atari, everything. I played shooting games. So that's kind of my favorite stuff. I don't really like the 2D platforming stuff that reminds me of being a kid because when I was a kid, I played a lot of that and now I don't want to. So I don't that's so I stay away from them. But pretty much right now, shooting games and driving games.
Yeah, well, yeah, shooting games. I played a lot of shooting games when I was younger myself. I was really big into like SOCOM back in the day, and I can't. I don't know if I mean, I play shooting games obviously with like 7 Days to Die and stuff like that, but I can't really get into like the giant Call of Duties and the Apex and that kind of thing. I think like the older we get, our reflexes get slower, and I cannot compete with the 13, 15-year-olds that are on there that
Hey, watch it there.
hey. Well, hey, it's just telling the truth. The reflexes aren't what they used to be, you know? Those kids are
don't-
crazy, man.
Yeah, they are. I don't play games because I want to be really good at them. Like I do that in real life at shit. So I play games because I want to have fun and I enjoy them. So if the 13-year-old shoots me in the head and I die and then he fucking, I'm sorry, and then he teabags me a few times. Oh well, I guess he had some fun.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, true. See, yeah, the competitiveness that I have, like, I keep it in check for the most part, but it still exists. So when I play any game I play, like when I tried to play Fortnite when it was big back in the day, I just get so frustrated with it, because they're just so much better than me because they're quicker. Like I could shoot all day. I could like if it's a regular game like a Call of Duty, I could shoot and put up a fight. But when it comes to building skyscrapers of buildings and stuff like that, and as quick as they do it, I can't do it. I can't do it. Brain doesn't function that way.
Yeah, Fortnite is not a game that's not just a regular first person shooter or something. Though, like you build shit, like you said, that's a whole nother thing. That's for 11-year-olds. I don't know.
Yeah. No, you're right. Did you ever play like, are you big into RPG games at all, or not really big into the story based games? You rather just stick with the shooters and more
I
action?
play them. Like I used to play, um, not WoW, but the World of Warcraft series before when it was like a top down kind of thing. I
Yeah,
used to play that.
right, like StarCraft basically.
Yeah, and I played like Red Alert, Command and Conquer stuff. I used to like that a lot.
Ever get into like the like Final Fantasy type games or anything like that? No?
Final Fantasy 4.
That's actually probably one of the only ones I don't know what it is. That's one of the ones that wasn't released in America originally, wasn't it? Or is that
Well, it's released under different names, but
okay?
when it was on Super Nintendo, it was Final Fantasy 4. So
Gotcha. I used to play those games all the time. The last one I actually played was probably X2, I think. Didn't they remaster Final Fantasy 7?
wait, there was like 5 to 10 years where I just didn't play any games, so I don't really know.
I gotcha. Let's go through see some of these questions real quick here.
I still can't believe you guys asked him if his favorite beer was Foster's. Like that was I was like, seriously? That was the state. I was like, this is why he thinks all Americans have no idea what the hell's going on there.
That's the only thing I know.
Totally.
I was like, I know they don't like that beer there. That shit's trash.
I know that's like somebody from another country just saying, hey, Da Vinci, just because you live in a trailer park, you drink Budweiser. I'm like,
Yeah.
I got
do.
a whatchamacallit. Okay, so here's a question right here, which would be, this is for Krupter from Joe. Can you explain your green triangle icon?
It's a logo and it's cool and it's green and I made it.
I love that reasoning.
Does it represent anything? I think he's asking.
No, it doesn't. It's a triangle, and I like the way it looks, and you can read the name.
Oh god, I'm losing the camera. Hang on a second. Chat. I'm losing it. Oh, it's flying all over the place. Oh my god, it's gonna
Wow.
fall. It's gonna fall.
Was that the non-smoke smoke, or was it something else?
Wow.
No, I was trying to plug in my tablet because it was starting to get low on battery life, and the camera's up there, and I hit it a couple times. I think I got it. Did I get it? Am I back?
Yeah, you're all good.
Okay, I'm back. Nice. Okay. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Any more questions? Look here. Okay. What else do we got here? Hey, what's up, Tim? How you doing? What was the first game? Is this for everybody, Ryan? Is that for everybody? Oh yeah, for all. Okay. What was the first game you remember playing as a young child? We'll go and start with Barbsy.
Wow. It was a Simpsons game, a Bart Simpsons game on 4.5-inch floppy. My dad had one of the earliest computers that I can remember, and it took 5 4.5-inch floppies just to load it, and it was Bart Simpson going around spray painting things and making prank phone calls to Mo. It was classic. I remember waking up every single morning at my dad's house playing that. Very fun.
This is gonna be funny. Da Vinci.
Well, back on the Abacus days. No, seriously, before Windows came out, we would do some email games called bulletin board systems for any of you old people that know that type of stuff. So that's probably some of my earliest memories of video games. Probably the specific game that I remember the earliest, back on the DOS. This was back, I think, on a TRS-80 was my first personal computer, but that would be 1979. it was a Wolfenstein game. Yeah, it was. You kind of go around, and it was more like that paddle game where you're like bouncing the ball around.
Pong.
Yeah, like Pong. That's basically what it looked like, but it was called Castle Wolfenstein, and then later that kind of flowed into more of a Doom kind of look. But yeah, when it first came out, it was just all blocks and stuff, dots.
What about you, Corruptor?
Um. Well, I guess I don't know. I guess the first game I remember playing was on ColecoVision, but I remember I played Pong, and okay. My first PC game I remember, because everyone's talking about PC games. I remember playing Hot Rod and the second Wolfenstein, not the original one. I don't really remember. I've been playing games forever too, so it's like I don't remember my first one. We just all played games. Like there was an Atari in my house when I was born, so
Myself, PC game wise, couldn't really tell. I think about that in a second. But the actual first game I remember playing as a kid was Final Fantasy 1. I remember playing that, and I remember playing, obviously, Mario, of course. I mean, who doesn't remember Duck Hunt and Mario? I remember, like, those. I don't know what the exact first one was, but I played those. PC game wise, probably was the Oregon Trail when I was in school, because I didn't have a computer at my house until I was a little older, and the first game I remember playing when I owned my own computer was probably like StarCraft and stuff like that, like the original StarCraft. What else do we got? Yeah. Joe asks for everybody, have you ever tried a game not knowing what it was getting immensely hooked, and then finding out later in life that it wasn't as unknown as you thought it was? Barbsy.
I'm a bit confused with the question.
I'm thinking what he's asking is, okay, you jumped into a game, you had no clue what it was, but then you got hooked on the game, enjoyed the game, and then found out later on that the game was very popular. Like, let's say you never heard of World of Warcraft and you started playing it, and you got hooked on the game, and then you found out that it was popular as all hell. Something like that. Anybody?
no.
He says no. No.
That's all I got. There's no game like I don't actually lose myself into any one game. That's kind of my thing. I constantly are playing different games. So if I start to lose myself too much into a game, I'm probably gonna get bored and change anyway. So I don't have one for that.
Yeah, like I said, I got way into Factorio, but I think everyone knows that game. But yeah,
I don't remember a game that ever happened, honestly. I was always the kind of guy, like a game like that if it was popular or not, a game that would matter if it was popular or not, I would have looked up to see if it was popular or not. Like, for example, our MMOs that we're, trying out and seeing about playing as a group. Lord of the Rings, for example. I used to play that a lot, and that game isn't as popular now as it was years ago. So that's one of the reasons why I'm hesitant on it. But games like that, like I said, I always look up to see if it is popular, because I don't want to play on a game where it's just pretty much me on the server, if that makes sense. Da Vinci, I think he said, he just sent me a DM, and the game that he thought about that was Cowboys and Indians when he was a kid.
Yeah.
He was always the Indian, by the way.
Yeah, no, back then we called them Persians and Egyptians, though.
Persians and Egyptians.
Yeah.
Ryan has a question of which one of us has not played the Oregon Trail. I have.
Yep, I have.
I definitely
Yeah,
have.
definitely played it.
Oh, so all of us did. Wow. Okay.
I don't think I've ever finished it though. I just kept dying.
I've made it to San
Uh,
Francisco.
we got a question of Corrupt. This is for Corruptor and Da Vinci. Have you ever thought of making your own game?
Yes.
I made my own comic book, but not my own game.
You want to
let's-
elaborate, Da Vinci?
No.
Let's see. The little orange disc, yeah.
Just like Friday night at the bar, a lot of unfinished projects.
Commodore 64. Hey, Stormy.
It's cool. That's adult life right there.
Oh, that just reminded me of another game, Leisure Suit Larry. Everyone played Leisure Suit Larry?
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, that was sick.
That's a good one to pick up if you see it in like thrift stores and stuff. The box is awesome.
We have
True.
a question from Tim out there. Do either of us have a favorite big fish game?
I just got Fishing Planet, and it's probably the most amazing game I've ever played in regards to
good.
fishing.
It really is good.
You can, you can spend money on it to get all your gear at the start, but it's very enjoyable to try to.
I think the question is, if I'm not mistaken, Big Fish is actually a site, isn't it?
Oh. Sorry.
No. No.
Is it like, I think that's like a...
I think you're right.
Yeah, see, it is a site to play games online, and also a company
Oh,
that makes them. Yeah.
No,
I
never
thought we were talking
been
about
there.
fishing.
I knew the name because I've been on it in the past. Like, I'm talking about years ago, before I got into really like being a PC gamer and was more of a console gamer back then. But I can't recall. I don't know if they make it or if it was on their site. I vaguely remember playing a game called Fish Tycoon, which was pretty fun. And I kind of remember playing it on a site like that, where you had like a fish tank and you bred the fish and stuff. It's the
My
only
kids
thing
love all these kinds of games.
Does anyone know how to code? I went to college at Penn State for IST, which is like computer networking and stuff like that, and dabbled a little bit with C++. I know a little bit about HTML.
Yeah.
I don't intend on ever learning any of it because it just frustrates the hell out of me, and that's why I dropped out of college after a year.
Yeah, I used to code and do a lot of websites and everything. That was way back in the like the last century there. I did a lot of websites for a game called Age of Empires. There were a lot of clans that needed and guilds that needed some websites, so I did all that. But then it kind of moved on to different types of languages and everything, and I never really caught back up. That's what happens when you get old.
But that is true, though. Like, yeah, I mean, I used to build PCs when I was younger too, and I mean, I could still do it now, but you know, it's just once you get out of things for so long, it's not like riding a bike because technology changes consistently. Bicycles never change. You got two pedals, handlebars, and a chain, you know, and that's how they move. That's why it's not. Huh?
I do a fair bit of work in Unity and C#, learning C#, but yeah.
Yeah, we'll eventually all go back to checkers.
Yeah, eventually. It's going to happen. Yeah, chat is moving pretty quick. I'm trying to keep up with as many questions as I can. Bikes are electric too now. Yes, they are. Scooters. I think they call them scooters. Hey, Mitch. Let's do another giveaway while more questions are coming. I'm surprised my stream is still going. I'm happy about that. Let's see. This is a cool little game I saw that I think some people could enjoy. A little bit of a, I don't want to say a time waster, but could be something fun. It's Internet Cafe Simulator. think that could be fun. Hey, Squirrel. Make sure you guys jump into that raffle there. I think this has been a nice little success so far. Nice little get to know everybody.
Ryan's here if you want to ask him some questions too.
Does Ryan want to get asked?
Yeah, he's in the pre-stream waiting to get pulled up.
Are you just saying this to me, or
No, 100%.
oh? Hello, Ryan.
Hey.
Gonna have to turn him up. Meow.
Hey.
Hey. Hey. Let's see. Squirrel image. You, Barbsy, I'm passing over. Actually, no, we'll give it to Da Vinci. Da Vinci, I'm passing over the mic to you for a second. I gotta use the restroom. Go ahead and start talking to Ryan. Put you on the spot, both of you. Go.
Okay.
Hi, Da Vinci.
Hey, Ryan, how's it going, man?
It goes forward, bro.
Good. All right. So, hey, everybody knows that Ryan loves some car games and everything. What's your favorite?
Favorite car or favorite car game?
Favorite car game?
Car Mechanic Simulator, hands
Right.
down.
Now, with that car mechanic simulator, what's your favorite car to mess with?
Thankfully, it's actually in the game. 1971 Hemi Cuda. In the game, you can have 25 parking ramps with 12 cars in each. Of all the cars I have, I got more than 4 parking ramps that are nothing but 71 Hemi Cuda.
Cool. All right. So everybody knows a lot about you because you're in chats all the time, just kind of saying things, and you kind of do a lot of good stuff with everybody's chats, and it is much appreciated from everybody. But outside of all that, what is something that people might not know about Ryan?
A lot. Well, basically, I was tossed back and forth from Wisconsin to New Mexico every year of my life in the middle of a school year. So I stopped making friends. I stopped getting involved in school. I stopped almost everything throughout my entire life. I just quit things. It's like, why bother? I'm going to move, right? So in the last 18 years, I got into one thing that has lasted 17 plus years right now. And that is 12-step recovery. 17 years with no drugs, no alcohol.
Now that is awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
Dun, dun, dun.
Outside of that, I build doll houses.
Oh, that's something people didn't know, I don't think. I didn't know that.
You can expect me to be a car guy and a smart ass. Why is that? Okay, that word too. But but yeah, it started with cars. At 4 years old, I got into model cars, model kits.
Yep.
I've been playing with Hot Wheels before that, and I still to this day have about 7,000 Hot Wheels and about 500-600 models. I've probably built about 4,000 of them. But at 18 years old, I got into Menards pole barns construction. Then I got into roofing, and I've done everything in a house except for plumbing and heating. Those are 2 things I have not done in a full construction of a house. So at a garage sale one day, I saw this little skeleton of a dollhouse. And I was like, well, if I can take little cars and work on big cars, and I can work on big houses, let me work on a small house. So I started building them, and I've built probably 16 of them, I think, 15 or 16 of them.
Wow.
And what I do with them is I'll find a cause, I'll build it, donate it to them. They auction it off to raise money for their cause. And I call it currently building or currently making future memories.
That is
Because
awesome.
because hopefully some young girl doesn't get to grow up and say, I never had a dollhouse. But it gives me that creative, expressive designer, and it's a model, and that's just something I really love. And as far as Mitch, that would probably be one of the biggest models I've ever built. As far as an actual car model, just a little smaller than a pedal car, which Da Vinci probably cruised around the neighborhood in.
I can't see shit. I'm just letting y'all know I can't see anything.
Joe, yes, actually, I have tried to do Blender and Wings and Unity and a few other online creator type things, and it's too many damn buttons.
Yeah, Blender's a hard one to get your head around, but it's very powerful at the same time.
Yeah, with Car Mechanic Simulator, a lot of people use whatever design creative engines, and then they have to put them into Unity and then into Car Mechanic. So a friend of mine was building a couple of cars, and seems I do the paint jobs on a lot of them. He wanted me to help him with the UV map so that it could be painted. And he sent me over the file, and I tried to UV map it so many different times, and for whatever reason, I couldn't get it to cut the lines where I needed them. So you'd have all these little triangles everywhere. Yeah, which one is for where? So I finally got it to where I could see the few pieces I needed, and I didn't need to worry about the rest. I did the paint job on those sections, and I sent it to him, and I told him the best way to do this is to do a car with no map, and a second one as an optional configuration with the map already baked onto the car. So he did that, and he's got them out there in the Steam Workshop now.
Nice. I still haven't finished your car yet.
Oh, dude, if and when you do finish it, I don't care if it's CMS 18 or 21. That car, you know what it is to me. It's one of a kind. That's all there is to it. Engineering, Joe. When I was a kid growing up through school, everybody asked, "What do you want to do with your future?" Design, drafting, and engineering was my main forte. That was the one thing I wanted to do the most.
got
What
another.
stopped you from doing it?
Me, drugs, lack
Oh,
of
yeah.
support, drugs. Oh, and girls. Mostly the drugs and me, but yeah.
Got another raffle going on for Railway Empire. Make sure you guys jump into that. Yeah, he's not on Discord. Lindell sent it to him. He has way too many Discords open. So he hasn't joined their server.
Add to that one, though, she.
Yeah, how was life in the 1500s?
Oh, wow.
Honestly, it was simple.
Yeah.
Maddie,
That was simple.
there's the key, Maddie. I sent it to you. All right. Well, I didn't get
Answer Joe's comment there. I 100% agree. I didn't go to uni, and now I earn more than the engineers do, and love what I do: drafting, mechanical, electrical, engineering. Definitely don't need education. It's more about hands-on practice and learning.
Yeah, and see that was me growing up too. I was in a program in school where they wanted you to go to work and get hands-on experience. And at that time, I learned, yeah, you can read all you want in a book, but until you applied, it don't mean nothing.
True.
So if you hands-on from the start, you're learning as you go, and it's easier to remember.
I didn't get a chance to do the speed round with Corruptor. We gotta backtrack to the speed round with Corruptor real quick.
Do we?
Oh, we
You want to
do.
do them both at once?
Yeah, we can do it. Yeah, we can do.
Paul.
We can do both at the same time. Corruptor and Ryan, we got this. All right.
Giggity.
So, favorite song?
Favorite
Believe.
song? I Want It All or by Queen or whatever.
What did you say, Ryan?
Believe
Oh, Believe.
by Trans-Siberian Orchestra or Sabotage, either or.
Favorite movie?
The Wraith.
Crupter?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
It's a great movie. Great movie. Bueller! Favorite band?
Trans-Siberian Orchestra, aka Sabotage.
Right to second, Dirty Heads.
Favorite streamer that may have inspired you to start streaming, or just favorite streamer in general?
Oh,
I have
dude.
I have to answer that question.
You can plead the fifth.
I mean, I feel like if anyone knows who I am, they already know who my favorite streamer is. So, if you don't know who I am, then you just got to look who the first or second person on my list is, and it's a simple one.
So now I feel like I have to go to
I
the
have
YouTube.
some favorites, but they're not necessarily streamers. Hearst Quasar for one. I mean, that's just a favorite. But as far as streamers, not just video drops, but streamers, I really love Exon. Anybody doesn't know Exon, you gotta watch him to know why. You just
He's
gotta watch him.
hilarious.
See,
I got a
But
different
also-
question. You didn't ask me who I was inspired by, but yeah, I agree. Crupter Derby definitely was a good streamer.
Thank you. Thank you.
Derby's a shit too.
There
You know,
Yeah,
are
well, she
Go ahead.
interacted with me in the beginning when every other streamer was just a dickhead, and I've been watching and making content for years, so I honestly don't give a fuck I don't care what anyone thinks, to be honest with you. I do what I want, and that's just kind of how I am. And I said something to her and she interacted back, and I was just like, oh, that you can actually be a human being in stream. Okay. And so that's what made me. I thought you just had to be a rude person. Like, honestly. Like, I thought that's what you had to do. So
there's plenty of those out there.
Yeah.
Favorite food?
Well, everybody seems to like the chicken. I'm definitely fond of fettuccine alfredo.
That's good choice. Alfredo's good.
Otherwise meatloaf, mashed potatoes. If it's breakfast, it's got to be country fried steak and egg, hash brown, 2 over easy.
how many
toast.
favorite foods you got?
Oh, I don't have favorites.
I know. That's what I mean.
He shares it all the way around.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, think of it. Music, right?
I
There's
know.
billions and billions and billions of songs. If I put one at the top, that puts everybody else second and under.
Yep.
I can't do that. I mean, I did, but I can't.
I like eggs. I know that's boring, but I like eggs. So, that's my favorite thing in the whole world is any kind of egg.
hmm
So,
What
people say, what's your favorite?
where the hell was I? Favorite drink?
Coffee?
Simple. Wow, that was a simple answer from Ryan. It's gonna snow.
I mean, if you want favorite alcoholic beverage, it's either Southern Comfort or Miller Genuine Draft. But I don't drink, so.
Oh yeah, like whiskey, bourbon specifically, preferably from a distillery that is not giant. But yeah, that's my favorite drink.
That's a good question, Joe. Last question for the two of you guys, which is, if you were an animal, what would it be and why? Official Rick Astley.
I would definitely have to either be a fish or an owl.
Appreciate you, Maddie.
I'm generally a wolf, but for this podcast, I'll be a pelican because they can fly away and they eat fish.
Nice.
There you go. Good answer. Pelicans, favorite basketball team. That was a good question, but see, we're not all from the same place, so you can't really go by that. So that was the end of those questions for the speed round. We're already past our time. Trying to think if there's anything else. We got anything else out there? Let me click on this. Pass this to. Oh, nice. So we can do.
Here's a question for you kiddos. When was the last time you were on MySpace? Shroom's looking at you like, what? On what?
I could tell you a story about MySpace.
That was about 45 minutes ago.
45 minutes ago. I miss Tom. I miss him. He was a good guy. Me and him, we went way back, you know?
It became a band site, so it's not really the same thing that it ever was.
No.
But he was
But it-
everybody's first friend.
It was the social media of the time before Facebook and Twitter came up. And then
Oh, hell yeah.
everybody left.
Maddie wins again.
Also, MSN chat.
Yep.
We're gonna do
Friendster, all kinds of them.
we're gonna do a combo giveaway here. This is actually from Blitz. It's gonna be 2 Steam keys in one. I'm actually gonna make it 10 minutes because this is probably gonna be the last giveaway of the day. And we're gonna start this out. So this is gonna be Grip, Combat Racing, and Dirt 4.
Grip or grid?
Grip, like P.
Oh, cool.
I gotta send. What do I have to send? Railway Empire. Got it. Copy. I actually got smart with this. I actually made a Google Doc with all the Steam keys on it now. It's nice. And
Kind of helps, don't it?
And there's like a little box that I could check mark and say that I've given them out to somebody, you know. Maddie, there's your other key.
And you shared that Google Doc in your Discord, so that's kind of fun.
Yeah, I gave it to everybody. Everyone can have it. No, I'm never that silly. Come on now.
Yeah, it's just minus the digits.
Yeah, minus a couple digits. So I feel like I have to answer those same questions, the speed round questions, for myself, because
Favorite band?
Favorite band of all time, Queensryche.
Favorite song?
Favorite song would be. Why am I having a brain fart right now?
That's not a song.
It's
Yeah,
a fast round. Quick.
I know the song. I just can't think of the name for whatever reason right now. I'm having a brain fart.
What's not your favorite then? Is it?
It is my favorite. Linkin Park song. The one that
It's all
they.
about
the one
he
with
said,
Jay-Z?
she said. Oh,
No.
break stuff?
That's Limp Bizkit. What the hell are you talking
Oh,
about?
never mind.
The one
You know.
with Jay-Z.
In the end,
Is
No.
it the one where he screams and he talks about his emotions?
That's every single one of them, I think.
all of them.
Oh, okay.
I think that's
my
pretty
fault.
much every single one of them. It's the song. Oh my god, why am I not able to figure this out?
It's not your favorite song.
No, it is 100%. I'm having a brain fart. I'm not good with this kind of stuff. That's why I'm asking the questions.
Favorite movie?
Either A Man Apart or Training Day.
Training Day was good.
Numb.
Who inspired you to be a streamer?
Who inspired me to be a streamer? That's a fun one. That is pretty much. I used to always watch Raptor all the time. Subscribe to him and stuff like that. That's kind of where I got inspired to want to become a streamer. But when actually becoming a streamer and actually making the transition, I got the cold shoulder by quite a few streamers. And the only one that kind of opened up and accepted me and kind of gave me some pointers and tips and stuff like that was Booster. So if I would have
Booster
to pick,
is awesome.
if I would have to pick a favorite streamer, it would be Booster.
Booster's a great guy.
Never gonna
I
give
probably
you up.
still
but that's
have
it.
the most watch hours on Booster channel.
But yeah, I got my streaming start with Raptor because I actually streamed with him a couple times. I wasn't actually streaming, but I played with him. Let me rephrase that.
So outside of that, who's your favorite streamer?
Oh, Booster still. I'm going with Booster. Booster all day. Myself. Is that an
See,
option?
I could have said Booster as my favorite as well, but there's just something about Exon, and I don't even watch a whole lot of their streams, but there's just something about Exon, man, that just you can't help but laugh and enjoy it. He's just so that's just me playing the game. If you're chilling out, having fun, good. If not, I'm still playing the game. You know, it's now no pretense, no showy. It's just I'm playing the game.
Oh, yes, that is Stormy Cat was correct, by the way. It is crawling. I don't know why I had a moment where I couldn't figure that out. But yeah, I've listened to every single tribute for that song and everything too. Crawling is definitely the best song by Linkin Park ever. And if you ever watched the tribute, or not tribute, but it was a video that he was actually playing Linkin Park was playing Crawling, and see, again, brain fart. What's his name from Soundgarden came out, and they sang like a duet together on stage of Crawling. And yeah, they're both no longer with us, which yeah, it sucks. But Chester Bennington, Linkin Park is one of those bands that I grew up with, like big time. Was big into Linkin Park. Hybrid Theory, best album ever, hands down.
Random fact about them that most people don't know: that was their original name when they were not signed. Was Hybrid Theory.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
I didn't know that. What else was there? Favorite food, lasagna. Favorite drink. Yeah, God, that's a toss up between just a classic vodka and cranberry or a rum and coke. Honestly, I'm pretty simple when it comes to that kind of stuff. If I was an animal, what would it be and why? Tiger all day. I'd be a tiger because they're both vicious as hell and stealthy. And the point
And cute
of
and cuddly.
yeah, you think they're cute and cuddly. That's exactly what I
Tigger
want.
knows how to bounce on his tail.
That's exactly what I want you to think as a tiger. That I'm cute and cuddly, and then Yahtzee.
That's what Tigger do best.
And Shroom was the pathway to the rest of the Plague community.
So another quick question for you. What are you gonna do when you get over 200 subs?
Nothing, because I'm on the road to 250. 200 is just a blip on the radar. 250 is my next milestone. I'm going.
So nothing between 200 and 250, or where you're at in 250.
Well, I mean, I might make a title for a stream that says, celebrating 200 subs, but my goals that I set out for, that's actually one of the Chad, I watched a video that was it told you about setting milestones to grow your community slowly, and mine were 100, 250, 500, and then 1,000. That was my 4, not 750, just 500 to 1,000.
So you broke it in 4: 100, 250, 5, and 1,000.
Yep, that's what I got. It's not cherry liquor unless it's cherry cranberry. It's regular cranberry. Storm, I'm sorry to hear that. It definitely stinks.
Wow.
I have a DM. Who's this from? Oh, yeah. No, it wasn't. Why does it not show Crawling on that list? Crawling has to be up there somewhere.
Yeah, it's just down a bit lower. I looked. It's only at 271 million.
Oh, that's it. I've been streaming for 3 months now. A little bit over 3. Actually, it's closer to 4. I think I started on February 7th. It was actually when I started streaming officially.
Do you plan on streaming to Twitch?
No.
Why not?
I just can't get behind what Twitch represents. That's just me.
Be the change. in the world you want to see.
No,
He's going to
no.
be one of the first men in a hot tub.
Da Vinci and me see eye to eye when it comes to that, but he already had a home there beforehand. I don't. And that's the reason why I'm not going to make one there. I just, I don't know. To be the change, I don't mind doing stuff like that either, but me and my lifestyle is, I've come to find out you have to stay quiet about certain things sometimes, just because if you say too much, things come back at you. They can find out about it on social media. Next thing you know, you're getting fired from your job and boycotted and cancel culture and all that kind of stuff. So I just try to keep most of my views to myself and just try to have fun, make people happy, give back to the community. That's why we're doing these giveaways and why we did what we did, with you, Ryan, and put together some stuff. And that's what it's all about to me, honestly.
Yeah, that kind of goes back to the question, who inspired me to be a streamer? 5 of you, and it started with you and Linda.
With a C, Maddie, a C. With a K would be Norwegian type style, Swedish, somewhere over there, over the pond. I mean, there is some, obviously in America that spell it with a K, but that's wrong. Anybody else got anything else? Because my internet's probably going to crap out here shortly anyway.
What was everybody else's favorite pastime or hobby as a kid?
Fishing.
Oh, fishing's the only thing I've done my whole entire life.
Nice.
Shoot, I've moved someplace to fish, so.
Oh, Maddie!
had-
Oh my God!
I had two favorite pastimes. One was digging in the dirt like every other young boy, and the other one was picking fights with my older brother's football buddies, which is probably every other younger kid's pastime.
Joe, congrats! Joe Lemon, super
Congrats,
sus,
Joe.
super sus over there wearing clothes.
Clothes on a raft.
My what was my hobby when I was a kid? What the hell did I do? Like how
I
long
rode
ago we
pedal bike everywhere.
No, I mean like how long ago we talking? Like how old was I? Like with what, like teenage years?
Pre-18.
Oh, that's still in that area. It was either
For you, it was what, 5 years ago, 6 years ago? Should
Yeah,
be fresh in your memory.
right. I'm 35 now. It's not that long. It's a long time ago, but
Half your life away. Come on.
what I remember being a teenager and the pre-18s was just basketball. That's all we did. Basketball. Played basketball. Played high school ball. Rode my bicycle pretty much everywhere, because I didn't get my license till I was 18. Driving, because I failed my physical to get my permit. And pretty much just basketball. That's it. That's all I did. And a little bit of drugs. But that's besides the point. I think everyone experimented when they were younger.
Maybe roughly.
And when they were older.
For me, with the bicycling, I got into the BMX cross type stuff, the freestyle, the half pipes. Loved the movie Rad. That really kind of inspired me at the time. Paperboy goes big time into a race and gets sponsored and all that kind of fun stuff. But had a guy 2 houses down from me had a half pipe, and I saw it in the alley one day, and I went up and asked him if I can hop on, and he was like, well, let's get you suited up. And next thing you know, I was riding half pipe, and then I got into the ground game of freestyle, bike work, I guess you would call it. Some fun stuff.
Smirnoff giveaway. I wish. That stinks that Doug couldn't make it. Oh well. Well, anyway, yeah, if you want to pop that link up, Linda, I'll still do my part of the side of it. So Doug was going to stop by from Haitian Tactics, Emberfish Games, and was going to talk about the upcoming update, but I think he honestly forgot the time, or because of different time zones and whatnot, he didn't remember. So he was asking me to delay it as long as I could, and I did. But that is the link to their website. They also gave out a couple keys to the community. Nice guy. One of the very few developers that actually gave us keys for Undead Plague, which I passed out to a few people. Da Vinci did some drops, myself. I honestly forget where the other two went, but I got 3 keys and I passed them out. I just know I gave one to Da Vinci. I can't remember where the other 2 went though. But really fun game. There is a big update coming. They're basically doubling what the content already is. There's going to be a new hero and stuff, and free more circles to get through dungeons and whatnot. So it's going to be a lot more fun, more content to play. And pay attention to, we're trying to get the MMO off the ground. I think Chris put a poll up, which I'm going to link it real quick because I know not all of you guys are on our Discord, but this is very important if you do want to play. It's a straw poll, and we're trying to figure out which one as a group that we're going to do. Don't vote if you don't plan on playing the MMO. Only vote if you're going to actually play.
So
But-
this list doesn't contain the new Amazon game you've been talking about?
No, because that doesn't come out till August. This is something we're going to be doing in the time being kind of thing.
Okay.
Kind of doing it as a, obviously, A, it's going to be a fun thing to actually do together as a group, and number 2 is being brutally honest. It's a way for us to get our names out there more. So, business, all business. You got to treat it like a business sometimes, right?
In order to grow your channel, that's what you gotta do.
So, but the New World, that game I'm actually going to be playing like a lot, hopefully, when it comes out. As much time as I can put into it. So, that's pretty much it. That's all we got. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed it. It was a nice showing. Appreciate the 20 likes and the 1 dislike, whoever the hell that was. Sorry I displeased you.
Yeah, I know I normally have my head in the clouds, but thanks for letting me come in and sit amongst the stars.
Amongst the stars. You must be talking about Barbsy.
Like Corruptor and Da Vinci and the Shroom.
Yeah, I think
But
it
of
all
course-
worked out really nice, especially on the fly.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, I had everything pretty much organized, and then all of a sudden it just went pew. The only one that came through was Da Vinci. He was planned and he was here. Good job, Da Vinci. Props to Da Vinci.
Yeah, cheers, D.
And what Cruptor.
I'm here.
I know you're here. Cruptor. There you are. I want to throw your link down. I wanted to throw Cruptor's link, and for those that aren't subbed to Cruptor, which I'm pretty sure everyone probably is, maybe not, that is Cruptor's link. Really fun to watch. Check them out. And
don't let the how not to game fool you. The dude knows how to play a game. I mean,
Yeah,
if you're
he's-
looking for how not to play a game, you're not going to find it on his channel. You're going to find a dude actually playing the game.
Oh, well, it works out better if people just get on there, think I don't know what I'm doing, and then it's just better that way.
it's pretty much
Right.
the running joke with Cruptor is that he doesn't know how to play the game. This is not how not to game. And then he comes to mind and he's like, "Oh, this is how you play this."
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
right,
how you play the game.
All right, guys, I appreciate it. Barbsy, Da Vinci, Cruptor, Ryan, everyone out in chat. Fun time, and hope you guys actually learned something about us today. Everyone had
Forget Maddie's question.
Maddie's question. I'm going to talk to Maddie.
I can answer Maddie's question live if you want me to. 99% of people asking to be a mod on somebody's stream will never get to be a mod on that stream.
Oh yeah.
Point blank. I don't care whose channel, where, how, why, how much you know them or anything. 90% of people asking will not get it.
Never. I don't even know the question, but if it's about mods, I can tell you right now, I will only make someone a mod that actually is in my chat, contributing and helpful, and acts like a mod. That's how you become a mod.
Yeah, see, it's based on the streamer's view of the person in chat.
Exactly.
Are they helpful? Are they welcoming? Are they secure with what they've been doing for an X amount of time? You know, I mean, it's
Everyone's different, so
I agree. I mean, as a streamer, different games require different amount of I don't know,
action.
attention. Yeah, that's the word. So anyway,
Focus.
I got a problem with that one. So anyway, yeah. So I mean, as you're like doing stuff, I mean, it's difficult to monitor the chat 100% all the time, and sometimes you got to circle back to it every now and then, and it's very very helpful when somebody jumps in there and welcomes somebody right in the chat, because that is very very key, especially for a live stream. That's where everybody comes in, and if you don't